is he really trying to get us out of Afghanistan? Is he manipulating us, or is he surrounded by this machine that just doesn't move?
Yeah, I think he's surrounded by this machine that doesn't move. And the greatest resistance to Trump fulfilling his promises to get out of these endless wars is the military and the accompanying blob, I call it, the whole foreign policy establishment that is just, completely focused on the status quo. I honestly think, and this is as somebody who hasn't supported President Trump, but I think he actually put his finger on the pulse of where people were in 2016. They were tired of war. They were tired of seeing their taxes just go into a black hole and in the federal government, the federal trough, and then off to these foreign lands, billions of dollars of foreign aid, billions of dollars, trillions in fighting these wars, and then being told they're a failure. Now we have ISIS. Now we have Al-Shabaab. We have more terrorists in Afghanistan than when we started, and it's just a fatigue, and it's natural. And I feel that at the time in 2016, people were more concerned about the economy, the jobs, this income inequality that was becoming more and more apparent. And Washington was becoming more and more removed and disconnected from people's real lives. And they saw this elite in Washington, this swamp. I felt like all that together, he really spoke for those people, just like I do feel that Bernie Sanders spoke for those people too. And part of that was ending these wars. Now, you come back to Washington, they're like, yeah, okay, it's like a pat on the head. We'll get out of these wars, and then it's business as usual for the next 4 years. And even if when you have Congress, who are supposed to be representing the people, voting against the war in Yemen and voting against Saudi arms sales, the president, pushed by his own military, vetoes these things. And so it's a big disappointment. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna stand here and say that Trump has done what he promised to do, that it's all coming from this this part of his soul that's meaningful. I don't even care. I don't even think he thinks about human rights or the values that are represented when we go off in these wars. I can't speak for that, but I can speak for this disconnect that you mentioned between the people and what's going on in this swamp here.
Yeah, he's just trying to cut a deal with the American people. He's a deal maker, and he's smart enough to read where they want to be.
Exactly.
And at least that's true with him.
Yeah.
But I think it's implausible to me that he does get us out of Afghanistan by the end of the year.